I love writing. I love talking to people. I like journalism. I like going out looking for stories. So these emissions, all these gases that are causing this heat rise, is just stuck in the air. We can't see it because it's a gas, right? It can only allow light to go through because it's transparent. But all these heat waves, all the heat is being trapped. If you look at like waste, synthetic hair, every December,
Yeah.
that's the culture. December, braids, what extension, whatever. And then after that December, that's synthetic waste that can't decompose. So it's there, engos mine. So cocoa isn't growing as much. And that's why most markets are now complaining chocolate is gonna soar higher, and it's gonna be like a luxury to even get your Pascal, your local Pascal, or
even
your Cadbury. It's gonna be a luxury. I wonder what we're gonna do on Easter holidays.
What about Lindo? Ferrero Rocher.
It's gonna cost the same as a Versace bag or something. I don't know. Yeah.
Hello everybody, welcome to Next Step, Baby of Scholastica. I'm Snominkosi Kumalo. I'm so excited to have you here again for yet another episode. Guys, today we have an amazing guest. I told her when I was preparing her for our episode that when you're coming through, pretend you're meeting your a friend you last saw 10 years ago. So yeah, let's just say I'm here with my bestie. Welcome, Gugulethu Hlabangana. She's from Climatepreneur. Gugulethu Hlabangana. I'm so used to using her totem.
Mam Jali.
Mam Jali, yes. Mjali Hlabangana Vezi Makalel.
Yo,
Heritage-based education, guys. Yes, so you should know your totems. Do you know your totems? Put them in the comment section. I'm challenging you. Anyway, welcome.
Thank you so much, Snomi. How are you doing?
I'm awesome. How are you doing?
I'm great. I'm very excited to be here. Thank you for inviting me.
Thank you for being here.
Yes.
Side note, she's also a podcaster.
Startup. Not yet. Startup.
We SME, I'm a podcast.
SME, yeah. Kind of like that. Startup.
Okay. Well, welcome. It's great to have a conversation between podcasters.
Yes, that's an interesting one.
Yeah.
It's going to be interesting.
What's your experience been like so far as a podcaster?
So far, I mean, I've done like 4 people, so I'm just going to speak on that experience. I realized podcasting is not really like interviewing, like your broadcast interviewing. It's kind of like a conversation.
It is.
And I like the vibe, it's all comfortable. You can even do it in bed or on your sofa or in a garden. The setup is really just relaxed. I like that about podcasts.
Yeah. It's lighthearted.
Yeah, it's lighthearted. It's like you're chilling with a friend. Like you said, we're like besties from the past. So, yeah.
Okay.
Definitely.
Okay. So tell me about what you do at Climatepreneur.
Okay. I'm from an organization called the Climatepreneur, right? We have a platform there. We are actually a platform, but we also have a magazine. We also have a talk show series on radio, Skies Metro. So I head the magazine and the talk show on Skies Metro. I'm the editor. That's my title specifically. Not all days. Sometimes when we have events, I'm kind of like admin or something, but my role is the editor. That's my role.
The powerhouse.
Yeah, sometimes. I fear because sometimes I feel like I'm overwhelmed. I'm the only girl in the organization.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, you can't call me powerhouse because we have this alpha male aura around the organization.
Would you call yourself an alpha woman?
I think I'm alpha when I'm needed to be an alpha, yeah. If I can be an alpha when I need to be, when I sense that the situation calls for me to be an alpha. But I don't think I'm an alpha. I think I'm in between alpha and beta, yeah, something like that.
I'm looking at your eyes. I love eyes because I draw, right? Okay. So I start with the eyes
draw?
all the time. Yeah, I draw.
Okay, yeah.
So I start with the eyes every time when I'm drawing. So I have a thing for eyes, right?
Yeah, what do you say about my eyes?
I'm asking about alpha.
Yeah.
So I'm saying your eyes command the room.
Really?
Yes.
Wow, that's the first time I'm hearing that.
Your eyes command the room. There's something about your eyes.
I should start looking at my eyes more often. I never.
Yes.
I
And
never
look people in the
noticed
eye.
that.
Believe me, they'll take you seriously. Be like,
serious.
bombastic side eye.
Okay. I hope I'm not
Yes.
intimidating you.
Low-key, your eyes give off that aura, but
Really?
yeah.
I'm not like that. Personally, if people who know me know I'm free spirited.
But also, they command room, but also, on the contrary, they're very loving.
Okay.
Yes.
You can tell that all that about me.
I hope I'm right anyway.
Wow.
I hope I'm right.
I should tell my exes. You guys, can't you see who I was? Okay. Can't you see? You judged me wrong, guys.
I hope they will not come for us in the comment section.
They should. And then I'll come for them.
This will be fun. Yeah. What excites you the most about what you guys do and the work you do?
Well, I'm a media person, so what I do is actually my passion. I love writing. I love talking to people. I like journalism. I like going out looking for stories and finding out new stuff. So my role, I was thrown into this thing. I never studied sustainability or environmental whatever. I went to NAST and I did publishing, right? So generally, I'm a media person, and what I love about my job, specifically in this organization, is that I get to learn. I'm learning, about sustainability, about environment, about everything that's connected to climate change issues. So it's a new wave of information coming to me forcefully because I'm on that job. But I love learning. I'm very inquisitive.
Yeah.
I'm very curious. And yes, guys, I love learning, seriously. I love it.
Never stop learning, because life never stops teaching.
Exactly.
So, exactly. Yeah. So since you mentioned the word that I was about to ask you about anyway, sustainability.
Yes.
From what you've been learning and researching on, what is sustainability to you?
Sustainability is keeping an environment pristine.
Yeah.
Our environment was handed to us. If you're religious like me, our environment was handed to us. We are custodians of the environment. It was handed to us by God, right? So we're custodians of the environment and over animals, right? So we were given this pristine, pure environment. And the problem that we're facing right now in the 21st century, in this year, is that we've messed it all up. So I think sustainability for me is it's an activism. It's a way of fighting for the environment. Kind of like that. Yeah, it's an activism, basically.
I like what you said. You said...
We're custodians of the environment.
That's the word, custodians, because I love to say stewards.
Yeah, stewards can work too.
Yes,
Yeah.
I love to say stewards because we are... our previous guest was saying we are borrowing from the future.
Yeah.
Yes.
I like that too. Yeah, we're definitely borrowing from the future. Yeah, because if you notice, like, what we've done actually to the environment, we're messing it up for the future generation. So we're leaving behind a messed up, broken legacy that's going to be adopted by the further generation coming after us. And that generation is going to inherit that. And they're probably not going to get enough tools to fix the problem. So they're going to leave a much worse legacy. So the onus is on us, definitely, to fix our problem so that we can have a better future.
That's a nice line. The onus is on us.
Yeah, the onus is on... That's like a pun.
That's a pun, yes.
Yeah, wow.
I picked it up. Did you see me smiling?
No, I did. I didn't know I was so witty.
You are.
Yes, the onus is on us. Yeah.
It's on us. Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm pretty sure maybe you faced challenges in this whole movement, like you said, activism. Can you tell us about those?
Well,
as an organization.
Yeah. Okay. Generally, because we're going out to masses, right?
Yeah.
Our job, we're a platform. We do awarenesses, we do trainings. So whenever you approach, even on radio, when I'm speaking and our audience is listening or watching us wherever, we get this kind of sense that people aren't really interested, or they don't really believe in climate change. That's the big pandemic that we have.
Yeah.
A large multitude of people don't really believe that the climate is changing for the worse. So when you're bringing these issues, they don't take them that seriously. They think it's just another issue that will solve itself, what is climate change? That kind of in attitude. that it's like, it's just laid back, you know, you guys are going to talk, and then you'll find a donor and then they'll fix the problems, you know. But then they don't realize that climate change is actually a problem that we're facing day to day. And I'd like to like tell this audience that climate change, we're facing it even in our daily lives. The fact that you are stressed, the fact that at home you don't have electricity or water, these water shortages or water cuts, the fact that the heat that we're facing, or the rapid or extremities between the weather patterns, right? Today it just woke up cold from Norway.
The weather is moody.
So now you have to prepare, and then you think, but I don't have that kind of jacket.
Yeah.
You're already stressed, right? So it's a lot of things. Like, people don't realize that it actually affects your daily life, climate change. Yeah, definitely.
I like this point that you're raising, because yesterday our guest, shout out to Mthokozis, he was saying, like, until we had our first rains. So he was saying, actually, this is the time when back in the day, the rains came. But over the years, we've seen how the seasons shifted. And it's because of climate change, right? Yeah. So there's a time when we didn't even have rains.
Yeah, we didn't. Yeah, if you look at, we've been having a lot of hot years.
Yeah.
Fun fact, like, throughout the history of mankind, we've only recorded 18 years of the hottest years. And only 17 of those were recorded after 2001. Right? Which means before 2001, we probably recorded 1 or 2, if the facts are right. So we're experiencing a lot of more hot years, the highest rates of hot years after 2001. And then our recent hot year was 2020, lockdown. So you can see, like, it's gradually increasing. A lot of weather patterns just going berserk like that. And then if you realize, talking about agriculture, right? Food security. We declared drought a year ago. Just recently, we declared drought in the southern hemisphere of Africa. So it's directly linked to climate change, because how do you actually predict the weather if the weather is going berserk like that? Or do you predict the climate if it's going berserk like that? How do you manage your crops? How do you even mass produce for the country if you can't rely on a proper standard weather pattern or climate pattern? So those are the issues that people should be, because now already, if we can't have a proper agricultural system, we can't depend on our climate change, already food prices are going to raise. Impupu is adura.
It's going to go back to 2008.
And I think we already experienced, there was a time la impupu kati idura khona. It was because we had declared a drought. So it's climate change, basically.
Bro, imagine if we go back to the 2008 days.
I was young by then, but I could feel the pain. I could feel what our parents were going through.
Going to buy bread with a wheelbarrow.
It's a lot. There's so many problems that come with climate change.
Yeah.
So many, like even our floods. You know those floods that come from Norway? These strange natural disasters, because climate change it's related to greenhouse gases, right? The greenhouse gases in itself, it's like a layer of gases that are preventing the heat that we're getting from the sun to escape.
Sure.
That's what's going on right now. So these emissions, all these gases that are causing this heat rise, it's just stuck in the air. We can't see it because it's a gas, right? It can only allow light to go through because it's transparent, but all these heat waves, all the heat is being trapped. That's why you're getting more heat temperatures throughout the world. And then we have problems like ice glaciers melting at a rapid pace, hence why the sea level is rising. So when the sea level is rising, of course these nations around the seashores are going to be affected by floods. And then you get your floods and your extremities from these natural disasters. You get floods from Norway that you never really anticipated. So there's a lot of problems that are related to climate change. It's not just a headline. It's an actual disaster. And I like to compare it to a movie that I was recently watching. It's not really a recent movie, but I think it was released 2 years back or 3 years back. Don't look up. Have you watched it before?
No.
I think it had Leonardo DiCaprio, Ariana Grande, something like that. Yeah. So it's about a comet that was heading for Earth, and it was surely going to wipe off. It did eventually wipe off the face of Earth, but these two scientists were busy preaching, guys, there's a comet coming, there's a comet coming, there's a pandemic going to happen, and people were not taking it seriously. So I relate to it because I think of it as climate change. Climate change is a disaster that's happening or that's waiting to happen. And a lot of people are talking about it. Scientists, even at the UN had declared that we only have about 10 years to fix this problem. Unless, if we don't do this now, if these 10 years pass and we don't do this, the disaster will be irreparable or irreversible. So we have a limited time, and the problem is we don't have people that are embracing this. People just think it's just talk or something.
For grants, like you say.
And for grants and all that.
Yeah. This is this is something that we must start taking seriously. So I like what you're saying. And that's where my next question comes from. What must we do as a community, as a society, to make sure?
There's a lot that communities can do.
Yeah.
As of now, when we look at emissions, right, what's causing the climate change, our biggest contributor to climate change is humankind, human activities. So that's emissions, right? Can we just put that across? So in order to reduce these emissions that are now becoming too much, right? We've gone beyond the limit. We have to plant trees. Communities should go around planting trees in bay areas, everywhere, every corner. And there's specific trees, I'm not sure of the names, but certain trees absorb more carbon dioxide than other trees. Yeah. So those are things to look up and check. And then when you're doing, you're kind of conscious about the type of tree that you're planting and the areas that you're planting around. Especially here in Bulawayo, we do need trees in high density areas.
Exactly.
If you go Emalokchin, we don't really have trees.
Yeah.
They are either short, they are like shrubs, and they're not really absorbing like that, like the ones that absorb the most. So it's about mapping around. And also I like that we have like initiatives done by some kind of youth. I think it's a youth group or an individual. He went around mapping Bulawayo, checking around the emissions that are being emitted every day. So now that we have a map, thanks to this guy, now that we have a map, we now have like a sense of idea, okay, if I'm going to plant a tree, which areas am I going to target? If we come together as a community, which areas are we targeting? We don't just plant on the side of the road, recklessly like that. There's certain areas that we have to target so that we can reach net zero. Yeah.
Like do this with all genuineness and not for content. Like,
and people are doing it for content, especially the pickup campaigns. If you look at it, yes, it's a good initiative, and I love that for our country, but it's not enough.
Yeah,
we can do pickup campaigns. That definitely is great, but the problem with pickup campaigns is where are we taking that trash? So now that's another conversation, because as it is, all our trash is going to the landfills, right? Here, Bulawayo, we have what? Ngozi mine. Yeah. All that trash is just being transported there. It's not being separated. Yeah. And that's a big problem because I think landfills contribute the most to methane emissions. Yeah. So it's just a pile of dirt that is now releasing a lot of bad gases into the atmosphere. So I think a lot has to be done. Yes, we're doing right by picking up papers, but what is being done on the trash that's being collected there? I think for the city, we need to have like a kind of proper system that separates the trash and then get it recycled, or reused, something like that.
Yeah, and it's interesting because what you're saying is what we were speaking about in other episodes with someone from Hillside Dams and someone from Green Hut. They are talking about this as well, labeling dustbins so that you can identify what kind of litter to throw into which kind of bin, and that way it's recycled properly. And
there's a need, because I know, yes, at Hillside Dams, I went there, they have the 3 bins. I think it's done by Emma, And also here at ZITF, you have those kind of bins.
Yes.
But it's not enough. You can't be having them in these two places.
Yeah.
We have to have them around
Everywhere.
the city,
Yeah.
in schools, everywhere, every corner, basically. So that, and also to conscientize people to throw these trash bins in the proper allocations. So until there's glass, there's cans, there's plastic, people should be taught on how to dispose of their trash.
And also, I like what you said about the whole trees thing. We spoke about it earlier to say when people from Emalogichin come to the suburbs, they're like, cool,
You know,
it's
yeah.
cold, you know. It's because of the trees. Yeah, you know. So in summertime, it's cool, but that side it's extremely hot.
Extremely
you know,
hot, yeah.
You think of them, they don't even have water, you know.
Yeah.
It's such a painful thing to witness. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a big problem. Already we are facing water challenges. We're facing power cuts,
yeah.
right? And so, yes, maybe addressing climate change or related problems or just doing climate action is probably like a far cry from their biggest priorities right now. But you realize that most of their problems are related to climate change, just like water challenges. It's probably water systems that are being blocked by, or it's mismanagement of found in the municipalities, or it could be just drying up of wells and dams caused by the recent heat waves and whatnot. So yes, it's climate change direct, definitely. Yeah.
We have a lot of work to do.
We have a lot of work to do, yeah.
What's the most innovative solution within the climate change context that you've ever seen so far?
Well, I was talking about that one guy.
Yeah.
So let me first name, as the city of Bulawayo, I'm very proud of the Bloomberg Youth Climate Fund that was brought by the mayor, His Worship Coltart. So I heard that he attended one of the COPs. It's just a conference talking about climate change. So they do them in different countries. So he attended the COP, which happened to have the Bloomberg guy. I think he's the founder of Bloomberg Philanthropies or something. And he happened to be at the right place because that Bloomberg guy was already launching a cities program whereby every mayor was going to get a grant to give the youth. So I'm very proud of our city because we got that grant and it was carried out well, very well. 10 youths or youth organizations were selected. So each of them got 5,000. It was 50,000 grant, and each of them got 5,000. So from that initiative, one impressive project that I saw was by Tabani Singwango. He's a student. That's one of the reasons why I liked it, because he's not even a graduate. So he's a young guy, he's a student, and he's still a student even now, even at the time. So he's doing like a GIS, remote sensing. So that's the guy who mapped out Bulawayo, checking out the concentrates of emissions around Bulawayo. And his map is so viable, it's even doing profit for him, because like different organizations, even our own municipality has already borrowed it from him for whatever projects that they're working on. So he's so relevant, and I think that map is gonna take him far, because already he's now being invited to other big workshops. He's going places. He even met the Prince of is it Britain? Yeah, okay. Prince William. Yeah, he met him in Cape Town. I think he is attracting a big audience just from that little project that he got funded by the Bloomberg. So that's an impressive, like locally, that's a good example. And then I also have these guys that I'm following. They are based in Kenya. It's called Octavia Carbon. So I did mention that we have these emissions that are blocking, the heat from escaping. So they are solving that. Instead of talking about it, they are directly solving that. I think they're working on a machine that can like grab that air, and then they put it into a machine and it filters out that air. So they remain with the carbon dioxide, the methane, and then they use that carbon to turn it into rocks. And then they push out the filtered air. So we in turn get purified air, while they are busy making rocks. There's a science behind it, I don't get it. But I know in rock formation there's carbon. So I like what those guys are doing. Yeah, it's very innovative, and I like that it's black people from Africa. So I won't mention, there's so many innovations globally, but I'm very impressed, especially in Africa. It's Ghana, Kenya, even Zimbabwe leading. And I'm very, very happy for that. I'm very happy as an African.
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we should be more action-oriented than we are. Like,
Yeah, there's a lot of talk. We've been talking since I don't know when, but we need more practical solutions than just talk, definitely.
Okay. Mine intro is coming up. I asked our guest this question. I think I'll ask you the same one.
Okay.
No, it's not extreme.
Okay.
But basically, what kind of advice would you share to mining companies in terms of how they can deal with their environmental blueprint within the sustainability context?
I think mining is also a big contributor to pollution, air pollution, right? When they're blasting their rocks and whatnot. For now, if I would offer like a practical solution, I'd encourage them to plant trees.
Yeah.
Obviously, in the future, there might be like innovations and inventions that could capture that dust from entering into our airspace. But that's like a far future. But for now, they can just focus on greenifying their areas.
Yes.
Every mine should kind of have like a green surrounding so that all that dust and all those gases can be entrapped by the trees. That's one viable solution that I would offer.
Okay. I thought of something like if you've seen the Mine Entra poster, shout out to our graphic designer.
Okay.
He put those trees, and it's so different.
Oh, the one outside, right?
Yes.
Yes, I saw it.
There's trees around the mine. It's beautiful to see, like you're saying, that it's going to help trap and yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely, and I think it's already being implemented. The fact that they put it on their poster,
Yes.
and I'm guessing that's going to be the conversation for Mine Entra.
For sure.
Sustainable mining.
Sustainable.
Yeah. So definitely, And also, I do see. I don't know if it's related to mining, but I do see innovations like they're creating diamonds in labs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that's gonna reduce mining, diamond mining, and probably reduce the effects of mining as well. I don't know if I'm saying it well or there, but we'll find out at the mine entry.
Yes.
We'll find out.
Yes. That being said, you are cordially invited to mine entry.
Thank you.
I hope also the viewers get to see this, depending on when we'll upload it. But if mine entry has passed, next year is there.
Yeah, next year is there.
But you'll be there at mine entry?
I hope so. I'm interested in that.
You're interested?
Yeah, I'm interested to know what they're doing sustainability wise. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Before I throw it to the crew for them to ask you questions, I'll ask you this one. Tell us about the environmental climate action clubs that you guys have created. Yeah, or if you are planning on working on those.
Okay. Yeah. The Climatepreneur is relatively new. We come from a parent company called Africa Voluntary Carbon Credits Market Forum. So basically, it's AVCCMF, Africa Voluntary Carbon Credits Market Forum. Okay. That's our parent company. Okay. So we can say the Climatepreneur is relatively new. But what we did as our first launch, we held a workshop for different teachers from various schools. We had Girls College, we had Petra, we had Emakhandeni, Pumula, we had Premier, so many schools. I think there were about 20 schools. It was kind of like a soft launch as well as the PED for this region. It was a launch basically. Yeah. So we haven't done really anything. We've just launched. It was at NAST. Yeah.
All right. No, I can't wait to see what you guys are yet to do. Like, especially
we're very interested in doing workshops at schools because we believe some of these problems, the solutions can even come from the little ones. Yes. And we have to catch them young.
For sure.
Yeah, to shape a better community in the future. Yeah.
There's a lot of solutions in these young minds. Yes.
If you look at, and I'm very proud because I'm proud of the Bloomberg Youth Fund initiative because they staged their age group as 16 to 24, which means from high school. right? Form 4 is kind of like 16.
Yeah.
So I'm very happy for that because they're also acknowledging that these solutions can even come from these schools.
Brilliant stuff. Brilliant stuff. All right.
Yeah.
To you guys, do you have any questions for her? Okay.
I was probably going to ask about their outreach programs. You mentioned that you did something here around Bulawayo. Are there any efforts to do it maybe around the most remote parts of it? Because there, that's where you have people affected.
Yeah, I like that. We're working on something. Basically, we're a platform, right? And then we also do trainings, and then we do workshops. So we're working on something to reach the outskirts. You just have to watch on the website and social media. I can't really say much because it's still in talks, so it hasn't been finalized. But we do acknowledge that there is need to go outside, to go out in the outskirts and inform people, educate them, raise the awareness there about climate change. Because if you notice, all these effects that are brought about by climate change are very related to people living outside there, out in the outskirts, because they solely rely on the environment. They get their water from the streams, you know. They rely on the trees. They have to get their energy from cutting down trees and all that. They build their houses from natural resources. So they really rely heavily on the environment. And this environment is sadly deteriorating. And there's means to resuscitate the environment. So yes, we will definitely reach out.
Answered? You're good.
You're good.
All right. So quick fire round before we wrap up.
Okay.
All right. So I ask short Nyana questions.
Okay.
You give me whatever comes to mind.
Oh. All right, let's go.
All right. First thing that comes to mind when you hear climate justice.
Activism.
Okay. Fossil fuels or renewables?
Renewables, definitely renewables.
Yeah, I was testing you there.
No more fossil fuels.
No more fossil fuels. Okay. One green habit you never skip?
Picking up litter, definitely. I go around picking up litter, even around my home. Yeah, I do that a lot.
To you.
Yeah.
Shout out. Yeah. Pick up campaign. That's what you.
That is a tick for me.
Yes.
Number one tick.
Yes. That's what it's called, right?
Yes, it's a pick-up campaign.
I'm agree. Okay. Cut.
Okay.
All right. Worst myth people believe about going green.
What?
Worst myth that people believe
About going green?
Yeah.
That it's fake news. Yeah, definitely from the president of, I won't say, fake news. Yes.
Okay. All right. Solar, wind, hydro. Which one would you prefer to power your home?
I think for practicability, solar, because it's available everywhere. You can get solar anywhere, yeah.
Composting, love it or hate it?
I definitely love it because it doesn't take much resources. You don't really need much resources. Even your 20-liter bucket, you can do a compost. I saw Greenheart doing that. It was incredible. So simple. No cost, yeah.
And I love that we were learning about composting in primary school, you know.
We were even doing it, even
Yeah.
in school. So it doesn't cost anything. Just bring your backyard resources.
We've been learning about these things
Yeah.
for the longest time. You know, there's nothing new under the sun.
There's nothing new under the sun.
For sure.
Yeah. And also, I wanted to mention, just sorry,
It's okay.
to disturb.
No.
A lot of the solutions that
Yeah.
can be brought about to combat climate change are even in our IDK, our Indigenous knowledge systems. So we did lots of stuff.
Yeah.
Now we have the problem of the soil degradation. So quality, because we're busy on synthetic fertilizers.
Yes.
When we used to, but kudala sasizenzela ama-fertilizers.
Yeah.
We used to do our own proper fertilizers. So we have to go to our indigenous knowledge systems because we knew a lot. We just happened to take the Western ideologies and just place them like that without, trying to fit them properly. Yeah.
I don't know if this applies, right? But have you ever seen how ukudla kwemzini and kumnandi kulo wankhaya?
Even ama-chips, guys. I always say like ama-chips at town are mabishim. My chips hit. guys. I do perfect chips. Even the shape, even the texture, even the quality. They're so fresh and all that. Ngalema chips in Emma Town, you don't get the quality that you get from home. Definitely. So we do rush a town because we think it's fancy and whatnot, but food from
home.
it bangs, guys. Food from home bangs, definitely.
You know.
Even with the least ingredients, we do cook.
We do, like, it's just like ukudla okuphekwe emlilweni.
Manje suqambile manje.
You know,
you know, even chicken efry emlilweni.
Emakhaya.
Guys.
Emakhaya.
Ooh, yimilo.
So where I was going with this is that it's easier for people to adopt things from outside and neglect that which we have, our IDKs. But yet, this is what sustained our forefathers. They lived on that. And they were wiser, they were stronger. Yeah. They lived longer because of that knowledge. What if maybe we are missing on, actually not what if, we are missing on valuable.
I think we're missing out. If I could take the conversation out of sustainability, just a general example, there's something that I saw on social media. Apparently long back in those areas around Egypt, women used to go around with plaited hair. And in that plaited hair, they would plait in rice grains. So apparently rice helps with hair growth and whatnot, but it also served as food conservation for in times when they were traveling and they didn't really have spaces or bags to carry their rice. They would just put it in their hair, or if they're running away or evicted, they could carry their food along the journey. So it's those things that make you think, okay, so now we have relaxer. What are we doing with relaxer when we already have these natural resources, these plant-based products that could help our hair grow and make us really beautiful and define us as Africans? I'm a big natural hair advocate. Yeah. I'm wearing the wig, but it's for the hair growth, guys. It's for the hair growth. I know they'll come for me on the comment section. It's for the hair growth. Guys, nothing grows your hair faster than a wig. Let me just
really?
Yeah.
I need to hear more about this.
It's because you're shielding your hair from the harsh temperatures.
Oh, yeah.
So if it's really cold like this, aziko exposed. If it's really hot, aziko exposed. And I've noticed in a period of a month, my hair grows 2 centimeters longer. Yeah, it really grows. Or maybe
because of climate change.
It's climate change. That's wow. Thank you so much
because
for that.
Because of climate change, hair is not growing. So you see why we need to plant more trees. Your hair could grow.
Exactly.
And the hairline.
It's being burnt in the sun.
Your hairline could be replenished.
The hairline. That's another problem we're facing. It's a pandemic.
Bro.
Yeah. In Papa, I guess it's one of these days. They're not make sure. They're not make sure.
We're not trolling though, but it's facts. Like I just learned something so new because I used to hear that hair grows faster in dark places. So I cover my hair a lot when I'm at home, always in a certain bonnet, right? So now this is something interesting about the sun, the point that you're raising, and I'm linking it back to climate change, really. So we really need to do something about that, and you never know what could happen. We could come to embrace our natural hair, our natural beauty.
Because even the hair industry is also a big factor in pollution. If you look at waste, synthetic hair, every December kuyalukwa.
Yeah.
That's the culture. Uthi ngoDecember vele ngifuna ukuluka ama braids kumbe ngifuna ukufaka what extension be whatever. And then after that December silahlela ngapha izibizuna lesiya. That's synthetic waste that can't decompose. So it's there engozi mine. Ama wigs wonke, ama braids wonke agcwele laphana elokuzenini. And I saw this innovation, I think it's like Ghana or something. She's using bamboo training was
okay.
What's that?
Strips
Is it not of the bark? What do you call it, guys? Yeah, the fiber.
Okay.
Bamboo fiber. Thank you very much.
Shout out to the scientist.
So she's using bamboo fiber to make our hair.
Oh wow.
And it comes out like this.
Wow.
You wouldn't tell. And the fun thing about it is that after you do your hair and then you throw it away, it decomposes back into the soil because it's already a natural resource. Yeah.
Hair compost.
That's a thing that the hair industry should look at, especially wigs and fiber. Sokuseli makeup. Sokuseli makeup nje ukuthi beyenza ama sustainable makeup whatever's.
Yeah. You never know.
You never know.
You could start there.
Yeah, I could start there. I'm mainly concerned about chocolate. I'm a big fan of chocolate, guys. You can't separate me from my first love, chocolate. Apparently, chocolate is now expensive more than ever, directly because of climate change.
Hi.
So chocolate prices are soaring because cocoa, the key ingredient, cocoa and and it's grown in the in those regions, the hot but humid climates, and so these hot but humid climates are now depleting, or they're not constant. The atmosphere is not really constant, so cocoa isn't growing as much, and that's why most markets are now complaining. Good, chocolate is gonna soar higher, and it's gonna be like a luxury to even get your Pascal, your local Pascal, or
Even
your Cadbury. It's gonna be a luxury. I wonder what we're gonna do on Easter holidays.
What about Lindo? Lindo? Ferrero Rocher.
It's gonna cost the same as a Versace bag or something. I don't know. Yeah.
Phambili climate.
Yeah, phambili climate change. And I'm very hurt because chocolate is I love it so much. I really love it. I can't go a week without chocolate. That's me.
No,
so if I'm hearing prices will soar, hey, it's going to be difficult for us.
No, let's plant trees.
Let's plant trees.
We'll definitely plant
her
trees.
at least. Yeah.
For her chocolate.
Yes, please do it for me, guys. Let's save our cocoa beans, please.
Yes.
Yeah. Definitely.
All right. If Earth could text us something, what do you think it would say?
You guys are messing me up. Or you guys are a literal disease.
We are a pandemic.
Definitely. I think the Earth is really frustrated with us and just fed up, basically. Because all these problems that we have are coming from us. We are the biggest contributor to climate change. All these activities, we're busy driving these cars, littering, everything. It's just us. We are a problem, guys.
And yet
overpopulation, we are a problem.
And yet we were supposed to subdue the earth and be fruitful,
We have to have a balance between our activities and the environment. We have to actually have a direct relationship between us and the environment.
All right, so I want you to look into the camera right there.
Okay.
And pour out your heart, to the viewers as we wrap up.
Okay.
I'm going to put a cool background song there, like dun, 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 as you speak.
Although I can't hear it, but yes, it will be
imagine it.
All right. My last message here, I think this one is going to be directed to the youth. As much as we're doing a lot of work around climate change, there is a very huge gap that needs to be filled by the youth, especially in Zimbabwe. Youth are not participating enough. Youth are not taking up much space as anticipated. And fortunately for you guys, the space is still there because climate change is still relatively a new thing. And for every new thing, there's always an opportunity. The opportunity is still there. So youth, please stand up and take up space, please. Yeah, that's my last message.
All right. I'm a music lover. There's a song by Bob Marley, I think. I'm not marketing anyone, by the way. So it says, get up, stand up.
Yes.
Get up, stand up.
Yeah.
So youth, get up, stand up.
Get up, stand up, definitely. That's my last message, actually.
Get up, stand up.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for coming through.
Thank you, Snomi, for the platform. Thank you for having me as well.
It was an honor.
And to the crew, thank you so much. Yeah.
Shout out to you guys, the invisible ones. You'll see them one day.
Yeah, one day.
So Wafanga will hot sit one by one. Get ready.
Yeah.
No, but thank you so much. All the best with Climatepreneur. And we can't wait to collaborate with you guys going forward. And hope to see you shine and to see the podcast growing too. Yeah, the podcast is a challenge that I'm doing actually now. We're on socials, but we do need to be visible on all platforms. So please watch out. We will be there. And do not call yourself an SME podcaster. You are the podcaster. We'll see about that. I will bother you. Okay. I'm not an SME podcaster. I'm a podcaster. Thank you, Snomi, for that. That's it. That's a direct endorsement from our podcaster here. Thank you. All right, guys. Thank you for tuning in. I'm Snomi Khumalo with Gugulethu Hlabangana, and thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. We love to hear from you always, even if it's Whatever comes to your mind, would love to hear from you. And any questions that you have, drop them and we'll forward them to our guest. For today, it's goodbye. See you next time.